briefly about the history of evolution of tuberculosis and the reason why this tuberculosis gained so much of importance is because originally this disease was considered to be a sinful disease. Those who committed sins were thought to develop this particular form of a disease. As the disease had 100% mortality, it was considered to be an untouchable form of a disease. And these patients who developed tuberculosis were kept in isolation both from the family and from the community. And they had a belief those days that this particular disease can be cured only by the mercy of the king of that particular kingdom. And they also believed that a royal touch from the royalty could heal the skin disease, which was known as scrofula. That's the reason why this was called as a king's evil. And the disease gained so much of importance because Bernard Shaw, in one of the stage dramas that was enacted in the early 1900s, lambasted the drug therapy that was advised to the people, and he suggested that these people must themselves develop immunity against the particular disease, and the drugs are only a delusion. There is no specific treatment of it. This drama was so popular those days that everybody who had contracted tuberculosis were kept in isolation. They were isolated, they were considered as untouchables, and they were removed from the community, and they were thrown out into deep jungles, and there was so much of isolation on these people that they thought that drugs are no more effective on these individuals. And if you have a brief look at the historical review, in 460 BC, Hippocrates coined the term phthisis for this particular disease. And later, since this disease consumed so much of lives, this disease was called as a consumption disease, which is actually an older name for tuberculosis. And this was the most common cause of illness those days. And invariably, as I had mentioned earlier, this disease carries 100% fatality. There were tubercles on the affected tissues, all the affected organs were studded with tubercles, and these patients were nursed in temples. Those days temples were so large with so much of empty space all around. There was good air around, and there was abundant milk also available, and they thought milk, which is nutritious with good air, in isolation and good physical exercise were the only treatment that was available for treating such patients. And since it is a contagious disease, as the family members also developed tuberculosis, this was also considered as a hereditary disease those days. The earliest evidence of tuberculosis was found in the bones of humans and animals. And the oldest evidence of tuberculosis was found in the human fossils and the animal fossils about 8,000 years BC. That means roughly about 10,000 years before we have had oldest evidence of tuberculosis that is available. And the earliest reference to tuberculosis in India was found in the papers and the reports of Sushruta, who reported the psoriasis abscess to be secondary to tuberculosis.